Motorbikes are usually priced based on how they are built, how they look, and how well they work. The idea of making only a certain number of a certain model is another thing that affects the price. This makes them models that are only made in small numbers, except for Ducati and Harley Davidson. The other companies on this list have only made very expensive motorcycles that are worth as much as a niche piece of art. Number 7 is my favorite in terms of how it looks. The 13 most expensive motorbikes in the world are on this list. Number 13. MTT Turbine Streetfighter. $175,000. The MTT is known for its insanely fast acceleration. It has a Rolls-Royce Allison turbine, which means the accelerator is hooked up to 320 horsepower. For reasons of exclusivity, the MTT can only be made in 5 units per year. It is one of the most powerful and visually interesting motorcycles in the world. If you need to get somewhere quickly, this bike might be for you. Number 12. Honda RC213 V-S. $185,000. The Honda RC213 costs $184,000, which puts it right up there with some of the most expensive motorcycles in the world. It is a road racing motorcycle from Japan that was made by Honda Racing Corporation. Its goal was to race in the MotoGP series in 2012 and, depending on how it did, keep going for more seasons. The bike has a Honda 1000cc 9-tidec V4, 16-valve, DOHC, 4 valves per cylinder, liquid-cooled engine, and a 6-speed sequential transmission. It weighs 160 kilograms. Number 11. Suzuki AEM Carbon Fiber Hayabusa, $200,000. The Suzuki AEM Carbon Fiber Hayabusa is just $25,000 short of making our list of the top 10. This bike can easily go over 188 miles per hour, which is crazy fast. It was known as the world's fastest production motorcycle for a long time. It came out for the first time in 1999 and got a makeover and update in 2008. Number 10. Ducati Testa Stretta NCR Macchia Nera. $225,000. Starting off the top 10 is the Testa Stretta NCR Macchia Nera, which looks like it wants to fight. For $225,000 you can buy a limited edition motorcycle with an 185 horsepower engine, a light weight of 135 kilograms, and a design by Aldo Drudy, who is known as one of the best designers in the world. It's not as powerful or fast as some of the other bikes on our list, but if you're just looking for a bike to add to your collection, look no further. Number 9. Ducati Desmosedici D16RR NCR-M16, $235,000. The Ducati Desmosedici D16RR NCR-M16 is the next one. The frame of this bike is made of titanium, avionic, and aluminum, and the fenders are made of carbon fiber. If you were wondering, it's legal to drive on the road and weighs 319 pounds. It costs what it does because of all the upgrades you can add to the standard production model, which costs $72,000 on its own. The Ducati 989cc Desmodromic engine that powers the D16RR makes 200 HP. Number 8. The Ecosse Founders Edition TXX costs $300,000. The Ecosse Founders Edition TXX costs around $300,000 and has a titanium chassis and exhaust. The bike has a 2409cc engine made of billet aluminum that sends 228 PS of power to the back wheel. The body of the TXX is made of carbon fiber, which helps keep the weight down, and the leather seat was made by hand. Number 7. Legendary British Vintage Black is $400,000. The legendary British Vintage Black bike, which came out in 1948, has a classic look. It was only made in a small batch of 33 bikes, which helps to explain the price. It was made in the United Kingdom and has a 250cc engine. At the time, it was thought to be the fastest bike that could be bought. Number 6. Dodge Tomahawk V10 Superbike, $550,000. This crazy motorbike that looks like it came from the future is one of the rarest bikes in the world. One of the most expensive motorcycles in the world is the Dodge Tomahawk V10. It costs more than $500,000. The bike weighs more than 680 kilograms, can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds, and can go as fast as 400 miles per hour. The bike is just a concept right now, so it can't be ridden on the road, but who knows? Maybe one day we'll all be riding around on these sci-fi looking beasts. Number 5. Harley Davidson Cosmic Starship. $1.5 million. The Harley Davidson Cosmic Starship is the first motorcycle to cost more than $1 million. It comes in at number 5 on our list. The bike is so expensive because it was hand-painted by the famous artist Jack Armstrong. Some of Jack's paintings sell for more than $3 million. So, if you have $1.5 million to spare and want to buy one of the most expensive motorcycles in the world, you might want to look into this. Number 4. The Yamaha BMS Chopper. $3 million. Take a look. What a beautiful mechanical work of art. This beast is not at all designed to be driven on the road. Instead, it's a collector's item that's meant to be admired for how it looks. It has a 1,700cc engine, but that's not important right now because the Yamaha BMS is almost completely covered in 24-karat gold and has a red velvet seat. Number 3. Ecosse S1 Spirit. $3.6 million. The Ecosse Spirit is the third most expensive motorcycle in the world. It is made of titanium and is a limited edition. Don't be fooled by how it looks. This bike has enough power to please even the most experienced rider. And it can go as fast as 370 kilometers per hour. So, if you want to buy one, you have to take a 2-week class at the Ecosse headquarters before they'll let you try it out. Number 2. 1949 E98JS Porcupine. $7 million. The 1949 E98JS Porcupine comes in at number 2. With a price tag of $7 million. You have to be really into bikes to spend that much money on one. Also, only 4 Porcupines were ever made, and Les Graham won the world championship on one of them in 1949. So it's easy to see where the price comes from. Number 1. Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter. $11 million. The Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter, which costs a crazy $11 million, is the most expensive motorcycle in the world. Neiman Marcus is an American chain of high-end department stores. So when it put a bike up for auction, it got a lot of attention and the price went through the roof. So, the bike started at $110,000 at the auction, but it sold for $11 million in the end. The most expensive bike in the world is the Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter. Thanks for watching this video. We are going to create more video like this, and please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel and stay tuned. We will be back with more videos.